Namaste, angels. This is the weekly love reading for the period of Sunday, the 16th of August through Saturday to come, the 22nd. We're going to begin with the dice. And yes, massage and buy shoes again. Spirit says spend money. Romantic dinner. Maybe that's what you're spending money on. And yes, could be some sort of proposals of something, not necessarily marriage, but that could definitely be happening. There's a new moon this week, I think on the 18th, new moon in Leo. The sun enters Virgo on the 21st of the month. What else happens? Also on the 21st of the month, the Hebrew month of Elul begins. It's a month of forgiveness and compassion and atonement. For me, it's always also been a month of like divine partnership and twin flame relationships the entire month. Because Elul, E-L-U-L, is actually an acronym for four Hebrew words or for a Hebrew sentence. So the E, the L, the U, the L. It's not a word in itself. It's an acronym. And it translates to, I am to my beloved and my beloved is to me. And so during this month, the month of August, which for me is also the true month, either August or September, when Jesus was born. To me, he is a Virgo, or at best a Leo Virgo, like cuspian. And there's a bunch of reasons that I have for that. And I'm actually not the only one. There's a few dates in particular that I have narrowed it down to, in my opinion. And I think other people have done similar, if you look it up and stuff. But so it's the month of like the king. And it's also this week, at least during this week on the 22nd, falls a celebration, a Christian feast of Mary, which is like the day of the Queen. Obviously, they're not a couple. I'm talking about Mary, his mother, but it's still, again, a month in the Jewish community, the Hebrew community, the whole month is sort of full of love. And then I just feel like we have these representations that fall during the month that is about that, like the divine masculine or the king and the divine feminine or the queen. I've set these up because I'm going to shuffle in front of you and pull 4 cards, one for each element with which to begin, starting with an overall energy of the 9 of Swords in reverse, which is a card of anxiety. It could be about getting over your anxiety, beginning to come out of that shell. Also about distrust, especially in love relationships or where you have a love interest or a partner. If you've been distrustful of them or they of you or you guys of each other, definitely it's time to talk, to communicate. If you're interested in salvaging the relationship or maintaining the relationship, you need to communicate. You probably should communicate if you want to end it too, so that you can end it like adults and amicably, or as amicably as possible. Also, in a general sense, in terms of like meeting people, especially or people that people that are around you, but especially people that you've newly met or that maybe that you meet this week or whatever, they may not be who they appear. Okay, there could be reason not to necessarily trust them. I'm not saying walk around paranoid, but just use caution, right? Let's see. Immediately behind it is the High Priestess upright. So this is a Gemini or a water sign. If it's, relating directly to a character. Major Arcana card 2. 2s are about faith. 2s are about partnership, duality. So any of those things could be coming up. Anytime we see the High Priestess, we know that it's instruction to pay close attention to our intuition. So if you're feeling nervous or anxious about something, distrustful about something, and you get some sort of gut feeling or sign, synchronicities telling you do this or do that, or don't do this, don't do that, then definitely more so than maybe any other time, but you should always listen to your intuition. Okay. your first inclination. And if you do, it should have positive results. This is also upright immediately behind the High Priestess, Major Arcana card 19. The Sun, which represents the planet Jupiter, and the sign of Sagittarius, which it rules. Okay, you can move on, maybe from any nervous energy, perhaps again from a relationship or a situation, or move towards something, move on away from negativity and the distrust or disagreement, conflict. Yeah, right. So this is 10 of Swords in reverse. Somebody had been, when it was upright, feeling betrayed, hurt, lost, but we can move beyond those kind of feelings to better days, better times, maybe even some clarity, information coming in, right? The sun illuminates everything. If we pay attention to our intuition, we can get beyond any nervous or anxious feelings. So why don't I do 3 shuffles? That's what I did actually in the general reading, and leave myself enough room. Opening first 2 Major Arcana card, the Star opposite, upright opposite the 9 of Swords. Star represents the sign of Aquarius, of course, the planet Uranus. All about prayers being answered, wishes being granted, dreams coming true, manifestation. Opening to the 2 of Wands, which is the twin flame or divine union or soulmate card of the tarot. Again, 2s are also about faith, partnership, duality. Star. The 5 of Pentacles. This is somebody worrying about maybe not having that kind of partnership or worrying about lack in general. It could be lack of funds, lack of abundance, or it could be relating directly to a relationship, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, fear of commitment, mommy issues, daddy issues, and maybe particularly mommy issues, and for a son. And actually that's what's pictured here, right? It's a woman and a young man. Could be mother and the son, because again, this week on the 22nd, the last day for which this reading is the feast day of the Queenship of Mary, which is a celebration of Mary specifically as a mother, all right, because she is the mother. I said I was only going to do 3. All right, so this will be my last one, because I think I've done more than 3. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, so failing to put in effort where we should be putting in effort in terms of manifestation. You want to get on the ball, something you're trying to bring about, you do the work, you reap the benefits, right? You reap what you sow. And that brings us to the King of Cups in reverse as our overall energy. We'll talk more about what that means in a sec. But right now, first, I'm going to try to get these into the best frame and then pull a card for each element. So here's the King of Cups in reverse. Here's the deck. First card is for the element of fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, your card is your energy. The 8 of Wands in reverse. Messages delayed. That's your first message. Earth signs. Your card is the 3 of Cups and the element of water. Some sort of celebration. You're happy about something. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe Virgo celebrating because their birthday or something. Right, it's coming up. Air signs. We're who's nervous and anxious. And this is our energy. 9 of Swords is back. Upright. And lastly, water. Oh, I didn't say who the air signs were. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising for any of these. And lastly, water signs. The 4 of Pentacles. Upright. Some of you have something or someone that you need to leave alone, but you've been continuing to remain in the situation, circumstance, or relationship because there's some sort of minor benefit that you're using to justify. So I always give an example because I think everybody can relate to the one about work. When you have the job that you don't like, you just don't enjoy, you don't get anything out of it but a paycheck. You don't like the people, they don't like you, you hate getting up in the morning to go there or late at night to go there if you're on the 3rd shift, whenever it is, you just can't stand the place, but you get a check. And so that's the only blessing, the only benefit is not to diminish a salary, especially in these times, or wages, especially in these times, right, where that can be difficult for people. But There's opportunities surrounding you for other jobs or your own business or something, you know, that you would enjoy and get a paycheck. But you're avoiding pulling away. It's like the devil, is more, or the convenience. It's easier to remain in place than to make a move. All right. Getting back to the King of Cups in reverse, again, that is our overall energy. It's a fabulous card in terms of love, a really, really good omen. If you're looking for love, this card can say that there's somebody coming into your life who is going to be ready to like let everything go in order to be with you. Like anything that would be otherwise an inhibitor or blocking them, like, nothing's going to stand in their way of getting with you and pursuing their dreams of happiness and love, and that includes you, of course. It's a very romantic card, so definitely be open to it if this kind of energy should approach you. You're single, you're available. If you're already in a committed relationship, then of course it signals a deepening of romance and like spicing things up, and just maybe even being like wined and dined and treated nice. That could be what the romantic dinner die was about as well. And spend money, right? Maybe somebody's treating you real special and stuff like that. So moving on to, again, the card for the fire signs. It is the, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. It is the Eight of Wands in reverse. So I mentioned already that it can relate to delayed messages, something being stuck. Maybe by the end of the week you'll receive the message. For all the cards, I also want to say, like, some of what we see, any and every card, each card here could be also something through which we've already gone. And again, because this is a month of forgiveness and atonement, maybe we're moving beyond these things this week. I'm going to do another spread or a couple more spreads after this, so we'll see. But it also can mean within this week, maybe some sort of information that otherwise would have come to you. For whatever reason, it gets held up. You don't go to the mailbox, or the mail is slow. The mailboxes all over the country have been removed, and people have been fired from the post office, so stuff isn't coming. Maybe something goes wrong with the phone. You don't. Your voicemail is full, and so they can't leave a message, and you don't know, or I don't know, for whatever reason, you didn't see the text. Maybe it went into the unknown senders section. Maybe you got a block on there that you forgot about. So, you don't realize that they're texting you until like at random, you go and you say, oh, let me look at my block list. And then you go, oh, I got messages in here. Like, maybe it's from before. Maybe this is the week that you notice them and discover them. So that's all of those are possibilities for a fire sign this week. But also, it tells you to watch out for like jealousy and general reading, especially for the feminine at the end as part of the advice. We saw the Three of Swords. We saw the Five of Wands. And I definitely said that there could be some sort of jealousy, competition, something. And that could be, rearing its head here too. Whether you're single or you're in a committed relationship, or, whatever. So if you're single and you're looking for somebody, but you're walking around with like these energy, because jealousy is a negative emotion. So you're walking around with like these negative emotions and stuff. Definitely that is something that you would want to look to release. It's not positive. It's not conducive to, a relationship or connecting with anybody. It's actually, it's a negative emotion. So it's hurtful to you. And sometimes people feel like jealousy is a way of proving one's love, and it's a really unhealthy and toxic way. And we want to be careful about, of course, toxicity in our relationships. Moving on to the the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, your card is the Three of Cups upright. It's a very celebratory energy, very positive card. It can definitely be about reunions with a lost love, or somebody else that is close to you with whom you share some emotional connection. There's some emotional investment there. It doesn't have to be about reunions, though. It could be about other things. You may be going to some sort of social event. You could be invited to a social event. Maybe that's what the yes die was about, because that's your response. Yes, I'll come. Yes, I accept your proposal. I accept your offer. These are all possibilities. So again, it's a happy situation, a happy occasion, a positive energy. If you're single, you could definitely be, and you're looking for somebody, you're open to meeting somebody, you could definitely be meeting somebody who sort of fits the bill, as they say. This is the second week in a row I use the term fits the bill. I don't know where that keeps coming from. But somebody who fits the bill of the person that you're looking for and that is appropriate for you. And it'll be a new love, not somebody that you're used to. But again, this card can be about reunions and reconciliations with past loves as well. So those would be two separate but equally possible possibilities. Moving on to the air signs and the Nine of Swords upright, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Something's bothering you in your relationships, or maybe the fact that you don't have a relationship. This is keeping you up. This is making it difficult for you to sleep, or you could be having these dreams that you don't really understand, maybe that involve a love interest. Even if you've never met them, this is happening too to people. Don't ignore your gut feelings. Again, remember the High Priestess too. Couple it with this Nine of Swords energy. If you feel that something is up in your relationship, something is unhealthy, it's toxic, you're being lied to, there's distrust, something's wrong, it's likely that you're correct about that, right? If you suspect something's going on behind your back, because remember after this is the Ten of Swords that we just saw before, the betrayal, the hurt, something's going on in your back, behind your back, or something has gone on behind your back. Ask your partner about it. Again, if you want to keep the relationship going, maintain it, save it, salvage it, you're definitely going to have to communicate. But perhaps if you don't either, you need to communicate and figure out where you stand. And maybe you can part amicably, maybe you cannot, but at least you can part if this is a toxic relationship that's hurtful to you. If you've recently met somebody, like I said about the Nine of Swords in reverse, when we were looking at it for all of us, don't get like too carried away. Don't move too fast, right? Slow down and make sure, to the extent that people are able to make sure. I mean, when you just meet somebody, you don't know them. But like, make sure they're who you think they are. Again, to the extent that you're able to do that, it's very possible that all is not what it seems with the Nine of Swords. So take some, time, and trust takes time to build and develop. Give yourself some time. Don't be in such a hurry. Although I know that can be difficult for air signs, right? Especially Gemini, to slow the hell down. And maybe especially for Aquarius to not necessarily slow down, but to like wait for somebody else. I'll just go and be by myself. I'll be in a relationship by myself. This is taking too long. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, moving on to the water signs. Your card again is the Four of Pentacles upright, and it's a card about fear. The same way I talked about the Five of Pentacles again in the beginning. Fear in relationship to relationships. So again, fear of abandonment, fear of commitment, fear of being mistreated, lied to, like your last relationship, fear, repeating the past, having another crappy relationship, fear of rejection. If I approach this person, what if they don't want to speak to me? Maybe because I did hurt them in the past. Maybe I am returning, maybe I'm coming back, and how's that going to work? So a lot of fear is a negative emotion. Again, it's something that we need to release, similar to what I said about the jealousy. And the Four of Pentacles is saying that we're holding on to that negative emotion, and or we're holding on too tightly to a situation or to a specific, lover, partner, interest, or someone's trying to do that to us. That's a possibility too. In either case, this, clinging to potential toxicity or to something that's not there or whatever is not healthy. So love has to be able to pass both ways. I've said this many, many times. It has to be able to move freely, can't be restricted. And it allows, real love allows for space between lovers, okay? When we're only in control of ourselves, our reactions, not of other people, not of energies around us, certainly not of anything karmic, as in of the universe, contending a universe, or contending a lesson for us to learn, but we can control how we act and how we react, and that's all. And how best for us to act or react in any and every situation is from love. Is from love. It's not from fear. So that's what we want to work on releasing if we're in that kind of space. If you're single and you think you may be ready for a relationship, you're definitely going to have to step outside of this comfort zone, because maybe what you're holding on to too tightly is yourself and your comfort zones. You're definitely going to have to loosen up the reins on that a little bit. You know, the lover's not going to fall out the sky and hit you in the head, or if you don't want that anyway, right? That could be painful. And if you're in a committed relationship, you got to let that breathe too, you know, and be organic and move. So it can be difficult, but it's that's an issue that you have to work on again with you, because you are in control of your actions. You are in control of your reactions. You are not in control of another human being. So now with these messages in mind, we're going to move on to another spread with 2 more tarot decks. I like to use several tarot decks so that messages can be repeated and reconfirmed, either with the same cards showing up over and over or with similar cards, so that you know that you are getting the message you were meant to receive. And you know, at this point in your life, this day, this moment, or whenever you press play and tune in. So beginning with a combination of the angel and the animal tarots, and major arcana card 7, the Chariot, which represents the sign of Cancer. You can successfully balance various or opposing energies at once through determination and focus. You've earned the rewards and recognitions that you're receiving. The Chariot is a card of victory. In terms of love, though, it could be about somebody moving too fast, somebody moving too slow, similar to what I was saying about the 4 of Pentacles. It's like you're being, and it's funny because that card did show up for the water sign. So again, this represents the sign of Cancer. Could be talking to a Cancer right now. You know, you could be pushing your mate or intended mate too hard, or they could be doing that to you, or there could be a lot of stop and go energy. Like we're good, we're cruising, everything's going fine. Then all of a sudden, we stop and we're stuck and we don't know what's happening. Maybe because somebody's restricting the energy. They're not allowing the love to flow freely. They're not allowing the situation, the relationship to be organic. And so we want to always make sure that we're doing that. And separate and apart from that, the Chariot can also be about movement or moving. This can be cohabitation, relocating, traveling to visit someone, maybe a mate or intended mate. Very, very positive energies. Also, maybe success in acquiring some sort of abundance, perhaps financial or material, or something, again, celebratory, especially with the 3 of Summer also up right behind it. Maybe for... maybe traveling to visit a Virgo for their birthday. They got the little birthday crown here on the cat. Spend some time with them, or somebody coming into success again with something material, moving into a new place, getting a new apartment, a new job that's going to help them to finance, you know, their life and their love life, or to be a more contributory partner. And that is cause for celebration as well. We could be meeting somebody, again, at an event, maybe that we traveled to. That's another possibility. Or meeting somebody in our travels while we're away on vacation or something. You have an exciting reason to celebrate, such as an engagement, wedding, graduation, or a birth announcement. Remember to cherish those you love. The Page of Pentacles is cheerful, reliable, intelligent, and mischievous. Also a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. A wonderful opportunity related to your work or education, such as a promotion or a scholarship, is coming your way. Seize this chance to learn something exciting, or to start a more rewarding and uplifting career, or maybe relationship. And again, the Chariot can be about also collaboration. Two entities or energies coming together to figure something out. You can successfully balance various or opposing energies even at once through determination and focus. You've earned the rewards and recognition that you're receiving. So this is coming to you, this abundance, this love, this situation, because you are deserving of it. You are worthy. Now the next card is Major Arcana card 17, the Star, which represents the sign of Aquarius. It was in reverse. I normally wouldn't mention it, but it popped up so many times in the general, I want to go ahead and mention it. Also because it's a 17, and the 17th which is Monday, I believe, will be the second and final 8-8 energy of the Lion's Gate this year. Right, so of course the first was 8-8, and now we have 8-17, which also equals 8. Will be the last. The next 8-8 of the month will be the 26th, but by then the Lion's Gate will have closed. Sirius will have moved back to its typical placement in the sky, and we'll be moving into something else. We'll be all caught up in Virgo energy. You're about to take a big leap forward with your life. Worry will be replaced with optimism. Fear with hope, and joy is coming home to roost. And like I said, this star represents the sign of Aquarius. This could be connected to the energy of Aquarius too. I mean, I could go on forever with this. The Page of Swords is logical, honest, impulsive, and curious, challenging information, delays or changes to plans, and truth delivered without tact. We're going into some difficulty is coming to an end with the energy of fire, and then we have another Two of Wands. All right, you've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. Like I said, I can continue like this forever, but we're not going to. I will show you also the World here, which is another indication that something is coming to an end, some phase. We're transitioning into newer and better energy based on the Ten of Fire or Ten of Wands, because the next card is the Ace of Wands. So let's give this a mix up. These cards, as a matter of fact, let's put the ones that we looked at somewhere else in the deck. Random. And we'll cut and mix these up. I can't like shuffle them normally because it's too many cards. It's like over 100 cards here because it's like 250 something card decks. But we'll do this, get them nice and mixed up again, and then do a spread from the perspective of the Divine Masculine for the week as it relates to love, specifically what is going on with him and his higher self. Let's take a look. So starting out with some very nice loving energy. And the potential for love with the Page of Cups. Sensitive, kind, open-hearted, and inexperienced. You can expect to kindle a new romantic relationship or a close platonic friendship. You may suddenly receive an emotional message from someone or be invited to a social event. Also upright behind that is the Six of Cups. This could definitely be, this is a soulmate card in the tarot first and foremost. It could definitely be an ex or somebody past that you had a connection to returning to your life. This is reunions, so reuniting and reconciliation and all this kind of thing. The love and care of children also could become part of your life, or people from your childhood or your past really may return to it. Old memories can be healed, and possibly old childhood dreams are ready to be revived. If you make some sort of decision about anything in your own life, stick to your ground, be assertive, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone take away your personal power. Trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. This is another indication that we need to pay attention to our intuition. The next card is in reverse, but it is just for our own information. Major Arcana card 5, Unity, or the Hierophant. Embrace this time of deep spiritual growth. You may feel called to act as a mentor, to find a new teacher, or to spend time with others who are also on a sacred path. Represents the sign of Taurus. And then we have here Major Arcana card 8, Justice, another 8. Fair decisions will be made after all of the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of a disagreement. Well, both of these, Libra and Taurus, are signs that Venus rules. The only remaining one that's not here is Gemini. Venus is also the esoteric ruler of Gemini, but she directly rules Taurus and Libra, both of those energies represented there. So I think that was the Venus coming through. This first card will represent the divine feminine and her energy, and it is another Nine of Swords. Your worries and fears aren't real. They're fueled by focusing on the negative, which gives power to that of which you're afraid. Stop worrying, let go of fear, and everything will be okay. I think this card was was also in reverse, and I turned it up right. So it's like the Nine of Wands that the in reverse that we saw in the first spread that we started with. That's the way I'd look at it. Is that it was intended to be like the Nine of Swords in reverse that we saw. Not necessarily the Nine of Swords upright that was specific to the air signs in the last spread. The masculine as it relates to the feminine, and maybe this energy specifically. The star, nothing to worry about. Major Arcana card 17, the star. This too was in reverse. I'm going to read it upright. There's actually no reversals in this deck, but the star in reverse basically says that the impact, so to speak, of the star may not be as grand as it would have been if it was upright. It might not be as noticeable that your dreams are coming true, your wishes are being granted, your prayers are being answered. It may just be sort of subtle, but that is what's happening. Also, this is about communication, and maybe particularly via some sort of technology like online dating, or social media, Skype, all these things. You're about to take a big leap forward with your life. Worry will be replaced with optimism, fear with hope, and joy is coming home to roost. The masculine as it relates to himself, the Two of Pentacles, some sort of decision he has to make. Also, he could be looking for balance. He could be trying to find time for, like work and family, himself to nurture himself, or, do what he needs to do, but also to be handle his business. He needs balance in his life. Too much going on at once. There's a need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. In terms of love specifically, sometimes it is like you're putting too much time and energy into work, or you've like thrown yourself into work, and so you're not giving your relationships a chance. Or if you're single, you're not even realizing maybe that you're not giving yourself a chance to even possibly have a relationship. You're not leaving any room for anybody to come in and fit in. The masculine, his feelings or connection to the union, or the connection as a whole this week. And it's the Five of Cups. So sort of a womp womp, like a pessimistic energy, doubtful that anything can come about maybe. But the Two of Cups is here, right? That's the focus, but he's sort of focused on this spilled. So again, maybe there is something from the past that didn't go right. How can I make contact when I was hurtful before? What if they don't accept my message? And what if they don't accept my apology? What if they don't want to hear from me? And do I have it in me to even, reach out? What about my pride and stuff, They didn't give me an apology either. They haven't tried to find me. They haven't tried to reach out to me. So there's that kind of stuff going on. Overall, here is an opportunity though. Five of Cups can definitely be about missing an opportunity potentially because, again, you're too caught up in oh, woe is me. But here is an opportunity. The Knight of Wands, passionate, charismatic, confident, and restless. An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing that you can't handle if you follow your own inner guidance. The Knight of Wands is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes if it's an actual person. So far we have two potential actual characters. An Aquarius, maybe, and a fire sign. This doesn't have to be, in either case, it doesn't have to be an actual Aquarius or a fire sign. It could be representative of energies too. And again, this could be communication or wish fulfillment, manifestation. What the masculine would have the feminine contribute, give, what kind of energy he would want from her toward the union or connection this week if it were up to him. And it's the Ace of Swords. So like a new start. Yes, it's been difficult before. Yes, we had the Ten of Swords before. Yes, we had the Three of Swords before. But we have a new start nonetheless. We have an opportunity to begin again nonetheless. That's what I'd want. Also, this is about truth. So it could be, I want truth from you. I want clarity from you. Brilliant new ideas and inspirations. Seeing the truth of a situation and a challenging beginning. But a beginning nonetheless. What energy the masculine himself ready, willing this week to give to the union or connection? It is 15, ego or the devil. He's feeling stuck. He's feeling stuck. Well, he's stuck in this place of pessimism and doubt, for one thing. You may feel that you're trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus on material wealth and break free of negative thinking. So you could be feeling that he's trapped in a situation, again, of where he can't reach out, or where he's lacking of some sort of material wealth or financial wealth. He's stuck in whatever this energy means for him. What the universe would have each archetype, masculine and feminine alike, do, contribute, give to the union this week, and what the universe even wants to help us with, but we have to first affirm, because again, we have free will and control of ourselves and our actions and reactions. And that is the King of Earth. So the abundance, universe wants to help us to acquire it. The King of Earth is generous, professional, responsible, and practical, and possibly a Capricorn. That could be another character. Taurus or Virgo, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. A successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered, right? Don't be pessimistic and doubtful about them. Accept them. You have the Midas touch. This is your time, is what the universe is saying. And the outcome. 10 of air, 10 of swords. So the end of difficulty, if you allow it to be. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Somebody could even be recovering from an addiction, and maybe that's what was holding them back, preventing them from coming to you, or you to them. Maybe you didn't want to be bothered, or for you guys from coming together. So it's been difficult, but again, he's hoping that there is an opportunity for a new start, even if it's a tough ride. So again, we'll throw these in randomly. I'll just give a reminder of what the overall energy was. Somebody could be wanting to go back to their ex too. And that could be what they feel. They feel stuck in their current relationship, maybe even a marriage, with the devil showing up here. It's the masculine that feels that way, by the way. Like not knowing, how do I get out of this to come back? But there's certainly a desire to. Although there is pessimism and doubt, and the universe is saying, but I want to help you. I want to help you get out of the relationship you don't belong in and into the one you do. I want to give you an opportunity. All right, so we'll mix these up again and do a spread from the perspective of the universe. Just messages from the universe for us all for the week. In love. In relationship. Four of Cups, missing an opportunity, discontentment or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. So the universe wants us to awaken to what we are capable of and how we can fix these situations, even where there's been pain and hurt and sadness and separation. Great sadness. Take time to heal. There's a need to forgive yourself and others. Again, this week begins the month of Elul, which is a month of atonement and forgiveness. That starts on the 21st of the month. Too much going on at once. There's a need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. There's an earthly decision that someone is needing to make. In the last spread, it was the masculine that needed to make that decision. And when you do, there's abundance waiting on one side or the other. You can expect a windfall of abundance, such as money, timely assistance, a serendipitous meeting, or rewarding advice. You may be offered a fabulous new job or a promotion, or the prospect of a profitable business venture or investment. And this can also, of course, be a new start in a relationship that is happening, particularly during, Virgo season. So the first card representing divine being or couple. You can look at it as a single person or as an individual or as a coupling. Very positive. The 10 of Earth. A very happy home life, financial security, and finding magic in the little things in life. So whether you're single or partnered and together or in separation, this is at least feeling like you're, somewhat secure and on solid ground. Recent past. The Empress, Major Arcana card 3, lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. Could be some abundance that's been coming your way. Maybe some sort of inheritance, actually. This could be you just feeling yourself lately and like getting back into a zone, ready to be creative. If you have any like creative abilities, making use of them in a way that you can bring about abundance toward yourself. This could be something going on. Maybe recently somebody had a baby or learned that they were pregnant. The 10 of Pentacles can be about family, as can the Empress, and fertility. It's more Venus. Again, the Empress represents the planet Venus, ruler of the signs of Libra, Taurus, Gemini. Also, this could be connected to someone's mother. Something could be happening or could have happened recently with someone's mother and or the mother of their children or a mother figure. Near future. Conflict. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. And this could have something to do with the internet. Like if it has to do with like gossip and talking, it could be something online that somebody posts online that is not cool. Masculine's higher self. The 4 of Swords. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. 4 of Swords can also be about taking a break, separation. Even if the break is, super temporary, it's a few minutes, it's a few hours. Time to yourself to get your thoughts in order and figure something out. It could be this, like in the near future, the masculine himself will be conflicted, let's say, and need some time to think and figure something out. Blocks to individual or shared progress. A decision that you're needing to make. This is the energy of decision. We keep seeing the 2 of Pentacles. That's about a decision. And the Knight of Swords tends to be about a decision as well that you're needing to make and or that you're awaiting. You could be awaiting a decision from somebody else, and then that's going to allow you to take some sort of action too. Get ready for progress to speed up. This situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion and to make your decisions quickly. The Knight of Swords is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And remember, it's sitting here next to the Empress, also a Gemini or Libra, potentially. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. What the feminine can do to help herself with regard to this challenge or block. The Lovers. True and long-lasting love finds its way into your life. Follow your heart with caring actions and choices. So she could be making a decision, a choice about a love relationship. Maybe whether or not to revisit it. Again, there was hurt in the past or something. Whether or not to start a new one. If she's able to let go of whatever's been holding her back and move forward with somebody new. Whether or not to enter a deeper commitment. The Lovers can also be about not necessarily true and long-lasting love, although in this deck that's primarily what it's about, which is pretty awesome. Like when it comes up, you're talking about a relationship, it's telling you it's the real deal. Major Arcana card 6, the Lovers represents the sign of Gemini. So again, with this, the Venus energy, the Empress energy, and the Knight of Swords energy. A Gemini could be pretty influential or significant here. And or it could be Mercury, which is currently located in Leo. It's all about communication. So that could be what this message is too for somebody. The effective communication is really, really necessary. But when it's not about true and long-lasting love, the Lovers is about a heart versus head decision. Like your heart is telling you to do one thing, your head or logic is telling you to do something else. Maybe that's why you need more time to think. Maybe that's why you're conflicted. But take that time to make a decision that's really your decision and not like somebody else directing your thoughts or actions. What the masculine can do to help himself with regard to this challenge or block is the 6 of Wands. Very nice. You may receive a promotion, be chosen for a scholarship, or find that you're singled out for special recognition. You've done an amazing job and you deserve all the attention. This can also be about someone's name being cleared up. Like I was just seeing something here, not only about possible gossip, but I said Wands can be about online, like name recognition, like your name is in a positive light. So something could be cleared up, clarified, corrected as publicly as it went down in a negative way. And maybe that will allow somebody to make a new decision. Like somebody will say, oh, this is what really happened. Now I see. Okay, well now I'm open to whatever. I didn't trust what was happening. I didn't trust what went down, but now I see. And now your name's been cleared. I have an idea. I understand what's going on. Of course, that's not going to apply to everybody, but I'm definitely getting that for someone. Could have something to do with some sort of party of 3, like, again, maybe a jealous person, put something out there, try to destroy a relationship, try to come between a relationship. Could even be somebody's mother. Try to come in between the relationship, screw it up, but something light's being shed on it. In favor of the masculine in this case, like where he's being like cleared or shown to be, being honest, at least in this situation, telling the truth, coming out on top, like victorious of the situation. What the universe would have each or both archetypes to do in order to help themselves. And the universe even wants to help too, but we have to first affirm because we have free will. Justice. So some sort of wrong being righted. Again, for everybody, it's not going to be that somebody was talking about you behind your back and your name got cleared, but that could be for a few people. But some other kind of wrong was done to you, like this is about it being righted. This is about the scales being balanced. It had been out of balance before, like you weren't getting your fair share. You weren't getting, judged properly. And now we will. And it's another 8, of course. Maybe this is coming with that second and final 8-8 energy of the Lionsgate with the 17th of August. Fair decisions will be made after all of the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of a disagreement. And the outcome. Unity. You saw me mix up all of these cards, including these two. I separated them. I put them in different places before I cut into 1,000 little piles. Major Arcana card 5, Unity, again, also represents the planet Venus. I wish I knew what was up with Venus this week. And the sign of Taurus, which she rules. Embrace this time of deep spiritual growth. You may feel called to act as a mentor, to find a new teacher, or to spend time with others who are also on a sacred path. And in terms of love, this could definitely be, again, divine union, soulmate, right? We're on the same path. We're both on a sacred path in love too. Twin flame relationships coming together this week, very possibly. And maybe, again, because of the energy on the 17th, specifically under the portal, if you weren't able to use the energy of the first one. Also, for advice today, I have my Keepers of the Light Oracle, beginning with Diana, focused intention. Think about what you desire and set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcomes. It's about thinking positively for manifestation. Look what the next card is. It's upside down, but look what it is. Lady Venus. Downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Yes, that's what's happening. Okay. That's what all the air energy is about, all the swords. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So Venus helping us this week, sending us all kinds of messages. She's located presently in Cancer, which is one of her most loving placements that she could possibly have of all the zodiac signs. Entered there a week or two ago. And lastly, I was also guided to pull out the Ascended Masters deck. I think because Mary is in these decks, maybe. I don't know why, but I hadn't thought about why I was told to pull these out before. But now that I think about it, Mary, again, who has a holiday, a feast day at the end of the week on the 22nd, is in both of these decks. Is this her card? No. She has one of these colored cards, though. All right, no. No. There's Jesus, though. Open your heart to love. Let it go, says Kuan Yin. So this is another aspect of Mother. Kuan Yin here emerging from her lotus flower, the Virgin Kuan Yin, similar to the Virgin Mary, right? And she's telling us to let it go. Also, what else told us to let it go? The Chariot, the Four of Pentacles. So there is that energy that's important for us all. Here's one card for each archetype from that deck. Each archetype blah, from that deck. Okay, so from the Ascended Masters deck to the masculine, boom, twin flame. Told you. So masculine, you have an opportunity this week. You might feel like pessimistic, doubtful. That's fear trying to seep in. If you can shake that off, you have an opportunity to, be with who you love, the love of your life. Or at least meet them, approach them, right? If you haven't met them yet, to get out into the world, if you're single, and very, very strong energy possibilities in terms of love, that you could meet somebody and they will, in fact, be the one. Just like that the Lover's card says, true and long-lasting love can find its way into your life. For the feminine, our card is Father, husband, brother, son, Osiris. So this king, again, more of this king energy that I was talking about in the beginning. But also this card means that there is a masculine energy in our lives with whom we need to heal a relationship. And it could be our Osiris, our, mate, returning or, healing a relationship with us if they're around, but it's broken, strengthening, deepening. This can also be our own inner masculine that we need to work on and nurture and heal. But I really do feel that this is like the divine masculine of all time, right? Of the ages. And then with the twin flame card, I really do feel that and this is the love reading, for most, this is talking about your mate or partner or love interest. Or again, if you're single, maybe healing your own divine masculine and opening yourself up to receiving a masculine energy into your life. From the Keepers of the Light Oracle to the Masculine, speaking of healing and divine and divinity and divine partnership. Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and to heal. Your light can support others. And I love all this green because, again, we're entering this week that Virgo energy, Virgo season. For the feminine, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. And that's like another way of saying divine healing to me. It's like we each got one of these divine healing cards. From the Angel Tarot to the Masculine, Major Arcana card 1, the Magician also represents the sign of Gemini. So there's a lot of this, again, swords energy today. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Pay attention to any signs, synchronicities, gut feelings, intuition, guidance, information that comes to you in some other way. Think High Priestess as well. She's smart as a whip, right? She's wise. She figures things out and then makes a decision based on that. This is also very much about manifestation. From the same deck to the feminine, the 10 of Swords, the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change. So it's like, don't expect things to still be difficult. Embrace the change, that things are going to get better, and expect them to. Expect things to get better now. Somebody could even be recovering from an addiction. I feel like we got that card in the general reading as well. I feel like like I'm having a deja vu moment. And lastly, for the masculine, the 7 of Wands. When you make that decision, stick to it. Be assertive, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone take away your personal power. Trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. And lastly, for the feminine, it's another 10 of Wands. You're working far too hard and the stress will soon become too much. Reach out for help from others and take some time to play and to enjoy life. This is also a card telling you that you carrying like the full load of a burden or being burdensome upon somebody else, lacking balance in your life, feeling alone and like you're doing everything, even if you have been successful, still just like everyone is depending upon you and the weight is on your shoulders. All that's coming to an end, and you're going to find somebody to help you to carry these loads and to shoulder some of that burden for you. Hope you guys have enjoyed the love reading this week. I'm going to have to come back again with the moon reading. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. If you already are a subscriber, check to make sure that you're still subscribed. My subscribers get dropped off arbitrarily without their knowledge all the time. If you're not yet a subscriber and you do decide to become one, please hit both the subscribe button and the bell button so that you can hopefully get notified when I put up my next video. I appreciate you being here with me. Namaste.